I have no desire to do this. I keep screwing up the words because this poem is really just the. This one hurts. This is like a naked nervous system, and it's one that I've used to send to people to try and help them through whatever they may be going through, but I've never thought about putting it out publicly. So this is like being emotionally naked in the worst way. I've spoken about self hatred and everything, and that I can do because I've kind of come to terms with it. But this hurts. So please excuse my tone and my inflection, and please, all I can ask for is patience, and I hope that you like it. And even if you don't, that's it's more than okay. I have been asking softly. The poem's called Let Me Live. I have been asking softly, like one speaks to a wound that has not scabbed. Can I go? Not from the city, not from the body, from me. Not vanish, not end, just be elsewhere. I soared for months above clouds, high above clouds. I spun myself from whispers and headphones to anything, convinced at last I cracked the secret rhythm of joy like sunlight slicing open curtains after endless rain. How my heart leapt, talking to strangers like friends, breathing freedom as air, prayers tasted like honey each second, blooming. I was bursting, brilliant, alive. Finally at ease with life, thinking this is how I should always feel. I was becoming not just a person, but me. Finally, me. Finally getting it right. Where even detours were meant to be. But even then, I could feel it breathing on my neck even as I danced in the streetlights. I could feel it watching me, stalking me, as I stretched my arms to the sky, half expecting to lift off the ground. Because for some of us, happiness, joy, living is borrowed, a brief possession, never ours for long. There is always shadow, quiet, patient, waiting to steal it back. Happiness like a thief, leaving nothing behind but cold echoes and shattered glass. I trace my habits like topography, every rut a memory, every reflex a ruin. Even silence, when I try to sit in it, comes preloaded with echoes of myself. How cruel to watch the sun, knowing night is already running towards you, hands outstretched to smother every spark. How do I explain joy as a disappointment, the ache of knowing it will not stay? Already mourning loss even as I bask in warmth. There is a weight that does not sit on your shoulders, but is your shoulders. There is a name that no one calls you by, but it is tattooed across every mistake. Mine. I am not in pain. I can sometimes be the architecture of it, a scaffolding of shame painted to look like personality. I have tried to be kind to this skin, tried to prune the overgrowth, but every leaf I pluck whispers like a secret I have told myself too many times. You made this. I have gone on retreats where the trees do not know me. I have sat on mountains and pretended I was not thinking about how I am still the same, just with better scenery. I have fasted from mirrors and from food. I have silenced my own name like it was profanity, but still, I wake up wearing me again. And then the fall, inevitable, invisible, brutal, emptiness, darkness, separation, derision, my reflection foreign in the mirror, hating the stranger I become in an instant. I want to unzip my soul like a wetsuit filled with cement, drop it on some foreign floor and walk away barefoot, lighter than rebirth. I tire of counting days balanced on the fragile tightrope. One misstep, one glance downwards, and the rope disappears to nothing. All of that work gone where? Again, 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 I climb back up, searching for footing in thin air, exhausted of rising, only to fall. The cycle itself, a torment. Can I outgrow myself like a snake splits its old life open against a rock and does not look back? I repeat, I am tired of the climb back up, tired of falling with my eyes wide open, tired of the moment when I see the edge of my own euphoria and know deep in my hollowing chest that the fall is not just coming, it is already here. Can I burn this house down and walk the ruins without knowing which ash was once my mouth? Because I am tired of living in a body where every heartbeat feels like an accusation. Tired of a mind that loops the same broken film and dares to call it memory. Tired of forgetting everything that I've sworn to remember. Tired of a soul that prays with one hand and strangles with the other, sometimes the same hand. Tell me, is it possible to evict the tenant that is your own breath? To step outside yourself without blood or miracle? To say healing comes when you accept yourself? They say healing comes when you accept yourself. But what if? What if every attempt at peace is sabotage dressed in your handwriting? I have never known if I want to be found or forgotten, but today, if the divine is listening and has room for contradictions, I am begging to be released from the shape I have taken. Because I love the sky, I love the idea of tomorrow, I love the ground, I just cannot stand the voice that always follows me into it. Because I love the sky, I love the idea of tomorrow, I just cannot stand the voice that always follows me into it. Let me shed, let me slip, not too much. Let me go without ceremony. Let me leave the room where I am the walls. Joy, life, faith, beautiful liar, cruelest trickster. Please, I just want to stop falling.